Hey guys, it's Stephanie from Vegan What? And today's video is on, if I had to do it over again, what I would change about my high carb, low fat vegan lifestyle. And the reason why I'm doing this video is I recently saw a video from Nadja NoCheeese, and she did a video on the same topic and asked for video responses. So I decided to do one. So I know I have some new followers, and some of you may have never tried a high carb lifestyle and you're curious about it. So if I was just starting out, this is what I would want to know. I would check out high carb raw till 4, and starch solution. Check them all out. Because when I was starting out, I only knew about one at a time, so there was no options out there really for me. So wanting to transition to high carb, I was just high carb raw, and then raw till 4, and then starch solution. And I wish I could have had some more knowledge about all of them, so I could have decided which one I wanted to try and not feel guilty about it. Because I feel like when we were first starting out, it was high carb raw, and that was like the only thing, and it was high carb low fat raw. So when I started that, I was missing cooked foods a lot, and I wanted more fats, but it felt like anytime I slipped and had some cooked food, I was like evil, and you have to like start all over again. And if you wanted more fat, you felt guilty because it's supposed to be in these 80-10-10 ratios. So it was just a lot of stress. So when raw till 4 came along, I was like, okay, great, now I can have cooked foods. I can introduce that back into my diet. But it was still like low fat, so I was still craving fats, and I felt guilty, I felt bad anytime I wanted them, and I just noticed like weight starting to pick up. And at first I was like, what's going on? But if you follow the videos and you read forums, they were telling you this is your body's way of like healing itself. You have to gain like a lot of weight first, and then the weight comes off later. So I was like, okay, fine. So when I started raw till 4, it was last April, and then later on in the year we went home to visit family, and my family was like, what's going on? You gained so much weight. Are you sure this is healthy? If it's healthy, why are you gaining so much weight? And you kind of seem a little miserable. And I didn't even realize that I seemed miserable, but like later on, I was like, yeah, I am pretty miserable. Like I don't like my body, I don't like the size I've become, I can't fit my clothes, everything feels like expanded and tight and uncomfortable. Like when I first went vegan, I never felt this way. I felt good, I felt alive and light, and I was noticing with raw till 4, I just felt very heavy and stuffed and just miserable. And this was supposed to be like a healthy diet and make you feel all great, and I was watching all these videos and seeing everybody living this wonderful life on raw till 4 and losing weight and feeling great, but it wasn't happening for me. So I just felt awful, and I had like a lot of food noise, and it was too stressful. So I was so grateful when I found starch solution, because then it was, you could eat starches, limit your fruit. I was sad about limiting my fruit, but I just wanted to give it a try just to see, and if I didn't like it, I was gonna bring more fruit back in. So I tried starch solution, and I was like, oh, this is great. I felt full quicker, I didn't have to eat as much, so I didn't feel like stuffed to capacity where there was like not an inch of room left. And it was like, it felt great, but I was missing fruit, so I wanted to incorporate some fruit back in, but then I was like, oh, on starch solution, you can't really do that. You want to limit your fruit and bring in more like potatoes and rice. So I kind of limited starch solution, and it was just like, well, what do I really want to do? Like, well, why am I stressing out about food? All of these lifestyles, high carb, raw till 4, starch solution, they're all high carb, they're all vegan, they're all supposed to make you feel better. So why was I stressing and having so much food noise and so much chaos about what I'm gonna eat, how I'm gonna prepare it, and how much I'm gonna eat of it. I just wanted to like eat good food and get fit and be happy. So why wasn't I happy? So then I had like a mini breakthrough this year and decided to just like push them to the side and figure out what I really wanted as far as like a lifestyle to eat and maintain and not go crazy over. So now I feel like I incorporate a bit of all of them. I love eating raw foods. I love eating cooked foods. So now I'm just incorporating them to what makes me feel better and not worried about like reaching a minimum of calories or a maximum of calories and this eating a whole lot of. And my camera died because I was talking too much. But yeah, I was just saying that the food noise calmed down. And what I mean by food noise is just, you know, the noise in your head telling you that you're eating too much, you're not eating enough, you're fat, you shouldn't have that. If you eat too much of that, you're gonna gain weight, or you should feel bad about wanting that and eating that. It was just, that's food noise, and I was dealing with it the whole time. I was high carb. And it's crazy because like you're supposed to be happy, right? You're supposed to be enjoying this lifestyle, and I just wasn't, and I felt bad about not enjoying it. So I feel like now I'm at peace and I'm not stressing about it anymore, and the food noise is like quietly, slowly going away, but it's going, and I'm really happy about that. So I know that like I had to go through a lot with high carb, and if I had to do it all over again, I would do it so much differently. Just like I told you, I would pick each one and dabble and not stress about it. Just be free to do whatever I wanted with this lifestyle and just allow myself to be happy. And it sucks that I didn't get to start out that way, but I'm glad that I get like a fresh start this year to just really live the high carb lifestyle that I want to live and eat the foods that I want to eat and enjoy them and not stress about them anymore. And I know that the weight is going to come off. I know that I'm going to get fit. I know that I'm healthy and happy, and I think that's all that matters. So to wrap up this video, I just want to say that if you are going high carb vegan, don't be afraid of it. I know there's like so many videos out there that are contradictory and combating each other on what's the best way. I feel like just check them all out, find what's more appealing to you, try it out. If you don't like it, try a different one. And if you don't like that one, try another one. If you don't like that one, maybe do a mashup of all three and see what works best for you. But just make sure that you're enjoying your food, you're having a good time with your food, and you're feeling great, you're getting healthy, and I think that's all that really matters. Alright guys, so this is about it for this video. I just want to thank Nadja for posting her video and asking for video responses. Make sure if you have a video response to this question or subject, please do one and then tag Nadja, and you can even tag myself. But I would love to hear what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you guys for the next video. Bye guys. Just made it the same way that I do like broats with the oats and brown rice. I just heated up some leftover brown rice, and I